Bounds questions like this, guys, have been coming up more and more in recent exams, and that's because so many students are getting confused with them. Let's have a look. The question says that some students have gone on a school trip to the theme park. We're told that there are 60 students to the nearest 10. We're asked to calculate bounds for the number of students on the trip. Guys, first off, why do so many people make mistakes? When we look at a typical bounds question, we look at the number that it's been rounded to, which is 60. We look at the degree of accuracy it's been rounded to, which is 10, and we say, okay, what's the smallest possible number and largest possible number that would round down and up to this value? For a normal bounds question, our answer would be that 55 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 65. The reason is because that 55 is the smallest possible number that would round up to 60, and 64.99999 is the largest possible number that would round down to 60. Why don't we write 64.999? Instead of writing 64.999, we just write a not equal to sign here, so a inequality sign, I should say, which doesn't include the or equal to, and we say 65. So what this sign basically tells us is that x can be as close as possible to 65 without ever getting there, hinting that it's actually 64.99999. Now, why is this not the answer here? The reason that this is not the answer here is because you can't have 0.99999 of a student. This implies that the true range is between 55 and 64.999, when in reality, because we're working with numbers of students, we don't actually have that 0.999. Instead, our bound would actually look like this. We would have 55, the same on the bottom side, is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 64 here. Again, why has this come about? This has come about because we cannot have that 0.999 of a student. The largest possible number of students is actually 64. Above that would be 65, which is not included in the boundary. So instead, with this bounds question, we do have the or equal to on the right-hand side of the bound, but instead of doing 65, we do 64. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know in the community page. I know this one might trip a few people up. I know there are also a few other good videos online.